Tonight, oh yes, the conversation is grown and the tea is served with elegance. Welcome to Topic Roulette, where the wheel decides the conversation and the truth, well, that's up to you. Every spin takes us somewhere else, and the topics are the kind people think about but don't always say out loud. But here, we say it. Grab your drink and let's spin the wheel gracefully, of course. It seemed like it's been a while, guys, haven't it? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I'm solo dolo tonight. So what I'm working on right now, I'm going to go ahead and post the link in the chat. And if you're brave enough to come up here and play with me, come on. Come on. So let's see. Let me go ahead and post. Let's see, can I post it in Facebook's chat real quick? And then I have to go over and post it in YouTube. So let me post it here. That's Facebook. And I'm going to post it in YouTube. Let's see who's brave tonight to come join me. But while we wait, I'm going to go ahead and say hi to the people in the chat. So we have Erlisa, always number one. Thank you for joining, Erlisa. Good to see you tonight. Chad Newman. Good evening, Queen. Hey, Chad. How you doing? Thank you for joining. This is your second time in, I see. New Orleans Brass and Crew. How you doing, girlfriend? And Derek. Good evening, Derek. Derek, I'm on here by myself again, Derek. I'm doing solo dolo. You feel like coming in? Look at me. I'm always putting you on the spot. I don't know if you open to it. You might not even feel like coming in. Oh, look at Ian texting me. Ian about to come in here. Let me go ahead and send the link to Ian and I'll post it to YouTube. Just in case you feel like coming on in here. Ian, I'm about to put it in your Facebook Messenger. And I'm sending you the link to Derek. Let me see here. Please bear with me tonight, guys. There you go. It's going to be fun. I worked a bit on this presentation, so I hope it acts right. And for everybody that is in the comment section, the call-in number is not working tonight because I'm doing the presentation tonight. So you won't be able to call in. Let's see. I'm on a work-related call, but if it ends before you get off, I'll pop in. All right. Sounds like a plan. Cool. Thanks for confirming that you received the link. Hi, Mom. Good evening, Mom. I know you probably say long time no see on here, but yeah, I'm doing a lot of training that's been keeping me away. See, that's right. Thank you, Derek. That's right. Everybody hit that like button, please. Please go ahead and like, share, comment, because that's what's going to get your girl stuff out there in the universe. For people could start liking it more and getting more views and getting more subscribers. Okay. All right. So unless a brave soul go ahead and hit that link and come on in here to entertain me, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So let's go ahead and get this game started. And please feel free to go ahead and put your answers to or your viewpoints to these topics in the comment section. Keep me entertained, okay? Who is that? Hey, Roro. Okay. All right. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. I see that Ish. Okay, Ish, and you are at a dance. Okay. Always showing support. I support. Thank you for stopping in, Roro. Love the outfit. Oh, thank you, Derek. Oh, looking fly, huh? I try. I try. I had a rush here. I had to rush home to get dressed. So this is a fast beat. And just a little fast thing that I put together real quick. Okay, so let me see. Let me go ahead and get the game started again. Y'all go ahead and engage with me in the comment section while we get this through. So again, welcome to Topic Roulette. Now, the way it works is every spin is going to take us to, somewhere else, of course. So let me go ahead and connect that so we can go ahead and get this game started. Let's do it this way. I know it's small right now, but I'm about to make it big. Here we go. All right. So topic roulette. Here are the rules. The wheel decides the topic. No skipping topics unless necessary. Now, I'm all for, people's psychological safety and their well-being mentally. So if someone do come up and join me in this game and the topic seems a bit triggering, we'll just go ahead to the next topic. I'm not gonna, do anything like that. At each topic, I like to spend at least 10 minutes on discussing. And I am encouraging you guys to share your perspective and to ask any follow-up questions in the chat in regards to each topic, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and spin this wheel. All right, first spin. Should friends have access to your relationship details? What are your guys' thoughts? So while you guys get that your thoughts in the comment section, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know what I think about it. Now, when we say friends, it's different levels to friendship. You have your new friends, you have your friends that you've known for 20 plus years. You have friends that you know for 20 plus years, but you've been through some things with them, so you know they're not to be trusted. You get what I'm saying? So you can't just go by the time that you've known someone. You have to go by the quality of the relationship. And I feel like with most friends that you should not share the details of your relationship. Most friends is not to be trusted. There's very few friends that you can trust in regards to the details of your relationship. And even then, because they love you, they are going to give you a biased opinion. Most likely they're going to give you that biased opinion because they love you. They don't want you to be treated any, type of way. So that's my thought on that. Well played. Welcome in. We got well played, Ken, my brother. Welcome in. And he says, no, you should not share any details to your relationship with your friends. Hey, Derek. Hey, Garrick. Garrick. I'm going to get your name right one of these days here. But thank you for coming in, Garrett, and supporting me. So what do you guys think? Should friends have access to details, your relationship details? Is that a big no or maybe so? What do you guys think? I agree. I agree, Lisa. Depends on the friendship. I agree. Now, you guys might not know this, but Elisa is a very good friend of mine. Um, and we've known each other for, I can't even much remember, Lisa. How many years? Maybe 10, if not almost 10. And I trust her. I trust Elisa with the details of my relationship. You know, all you remember when I said earlier, guys, that most friends, they're going to be biased and take your side because that's your friend. Not Orlisa. Orlisa going to keep me in line. You hear me? Orlisa don't give a damn if we friends. The truth is the truth. She going to get me in line. And I love that about her. She ain't about to sugarcoat shit. Yes, okay. See, I'm getting a little better with math, Orlisa. Almost 10 years. That's correct. Almost 10 years. Derek said it depends on the trust level. That's definitely it. More than years, it's the trust level for me. Or Lisa just fortunate. We got the years and the trust level. That's correct. I've met even some friends, I don't know. I'm using the term friends loosely. I know Roro look at those individuals who collect your data to talk about you behind your back or to spread false information about you behind your back. She calls those individuals associates. And I know Roro is not going to be active in the comment section tonight because she's out with her son at a dance and she just stopped in to say hi to me. But that's what I remember her labeling those individuals as associates. And that's what I would say too. Because I think some people actually use the word or call people friend too loosely. How you know that's your damn friend? You know? It don't have to do no years. You got to go through something to see if that person will fold or to see, trust them with a little information, little details. And that way you can see if they're going to go all out and spread your business. Let's see. Uh-oh, we're going too fast here. What you saying? Hold up. I'm trying to keep up with y'all in the comments. Let's see what Derek says. Okay. You have to be careful what you tell someone because if the relationship ends, they'll use it against you. Really? Damn. Arlisa says you call too many people friend. I agree. You can't be calling everybody a friend. A friend has to be proven a friend. My well played Ken says no because it's between you and that person. But if you need an ear, make sure it is a trusted one. But personally, no. That man's speaking wisdom. Thank you, well played, Ken. You should be giving them you could be giving them ammunition against you. That's true. That's what I say too. They'll come back and throw that shit in your face. Let's see. That could happen to anyone. Well, yeah, that can. But yeah, that's the rule that I have on in regards to sharing information. Only share enough that you don't care to get out when you're getting to know someone as a potential friend. And if you really want to put them to the test, give them a little bit and let's see how far it's going to go. If it come back to you by somebody else or whatever it may be, you're going to know that person is not to be trusted. Okay. Do you guys have any other input on spin number 1 before I spin this wheel again? So in the chat, put or Lisa hardcore. I love that. Okay. I got you, Lisa. All right. So I guess that's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and spin this wheel again since it's just me. I'm spinning the wheel. All right. Let's see. Spin this wheel again. All right. Now this is a good one. This is something good. True or false? True or false? People now expect their partner to provide emotional support, friendship, financial stability, romance, personal growth, and constant validation. All of these, which are roles that historically came from family, friends, community, and extended social circles. We are asking one person to give us everything that an entire village once provided. And then we blame that person when they can't do it, when they fail to do it. So what y'all think? Is that true or false? Is that statement true or false? What y'all believe? What happened to Ian? Or Lisa asks, what happened to Ian? I sent Ian the link. Let me see. That was maybe like 15 minutes ago. Let me see what's going on. Send it to. Yep, I sent Ian the link. So we'll see. Somewhat true. So tell me, Lisa, how is it somewhat true? Derek believe it's true. I believe it's true too. That's my answer too. I think it's true because we look. And I'm not saying this because this is what I do, because I know one person is not well. There's no way you could be just perfect for your partner. Um, Everybody got their strengths and weaknesses. So, and I feel like because people are not connecting as what they used to back in the day, that's lacking. And so when we know we can't get it from our village, from our family, from our friends, or our extended social circles, or from our co-workers, or whatever it may be, when we're not getting it from others, we lean on our partner to do it all. We want them to step up and go above and beyond to satisfy all these needs. Emotional support, I believe that should be a partner thing, and it could be other like your family member and friends as well, depending on what the situation is. Um, Financial stability in this type of economy, if you're still comfortable, you are blessed. So even that could be something like a family friend community type of thing to be stable, everybody helping each other out in a way. It don't have to be money, it could be services. Something that you don't have to go out there and pay money for. You can get a friend or a family member to do that for you. I.e., babysitting. As for babysitting wise, the cost of daycare is like a mortgage. So imagine that if you got a mortgage, then you got to pay the babysitter and every other expenses. So that could get a little bit overwhelming if you don't have a great support system. Arlisa says some of that shit the partner should have been providing, but it was easier to accept that they didn't because of the village. Okay, that's true. I would say a good bit of that you can't get from your partner. In times that the partner falls short, you can't be expecting to get that from them. You might need some help from, your family members, your friends, or community. hmm Do you guys have any other thoughts on this one? On this spin? I know this is a layered one. And let me tell y'all the reason why I put this type of show together is because when you cover random and these many topics or whatever, I can always pull from the show and do another episode to go more in depth about a few of these topics. That's why I love to have these type of shows. I know I'll have to get with Derek sometime soon so we can start doing more or some more wild card sessions. I enjoy those when Derek would come on and throw out all different type of questions and stuff. I enjoy that. I'm gonna have to get him on some more of those. Okay. Alicia says, now some folks don't think they shouldn't do shit. Now that's something different, or at least you're right about that. When somebody think they shouldn't do something, I don't know. Are they really your partner? Are they really your friends? When you're in a time of need now, I ain't talking about making it a habit. hmm I'm not talking about that type of stuff, making it a habit. But when you are in need. All right, well paid Clint. He says it depends on how it's going with the person you're with. If they haven't, you should. If they have, what happened? That's true. All right. Thank you, Derek. I'm happy to see that you're open to that. Absolutely. And it is a bit much on one person. That's true. And you know how they say it takes a village to raise a baby? Shit. Just because we turn 18, that doesn't mean that we all the way taken care of. We don't need nobody. Shoot. I love my village. I love my village. I need you. I need y'all. Oh, shouldn't. Okay, typo. Gotcha, well played. All right. Let me know in the comments section. Y'all ready for me to spin this wheel again? Y'all ready to see what the next topic is? Let me know. Shall I move on? Shall I spin this wheel? I have to keep reminding myself that this is technical. So I got to give you guys some time to reply before I can see. All right. Lisa said, let's go. Gotcha. Derek said, spin that wheel. Okay. Let me go ahead and spin this wheel again. Let's see what's next. This is a good one. Would you date someone with drastically different political views? Mm, drastic? No, not drastic. If we want to look at the latest election, and I'm gonna say the orange dude and Miss Harris. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Those are complete extreme opposites, right? And I will want to know if I'm dating someone or I'm getting to know someone and they voted for Trump. Why did you first? I want to know. I'm being kind here because I always have an open mind. I want to know why. Why did you vote for this orange man? And if it's some stupid shit that doesn't even apply to them, oh no, can't do it. Can't do it. All right. Derek say no, he would not date someone that's drastically different political views. Or Lisa say absolutely not. We got New Orleans Brass and Crew in the comment section. She says no. All right. Derek states that it could be the source of many disagreements and arguments. I agree there because guess what? Your choice or your political candidate that you vote for, it speaks to your mindset and how you view the world. That's for sure. Lisa states that I will question their morals. I agree. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand why it's so extreme, like in currently. Why is the two main parties so extremely different now? We have the Republicans and we have the Democrats. And if the United States of America is built on democracy, how could these two parties be so different when you have a blueprint here of what you're trying to achieve? How can this be? It's crazy. All right. New Orleans Bass and Cruz states that I believe basic, not identical morals and ethics are necessary for a successful relationship. I agree with you, girl. I agree with you. It has to have some type of foundation, and then individuality would make a relationship successful. Meaning that if you have two people alike, that ain't gonna work. If you have two people that's extreme opposites, that ain't gonna work. No. Disaster. Like Derek state, that's gonna be a source of many disagreements and arguments there. Too much difference or too much the same. So you will need, I think the perfect relationship is to be with someone who share your basic stuff, your basic foundation, your morals, your values. And then as for the differences, that comes into play where you weak at, that person should be strong at. So you could balance each other out. That's the perfect relationship. But then again, everything is not perfect. Y'all know that. Anything else y'all want to say or put in regards to this spin? If not, I'll go ahead and spin again. Let me know in the chat. Y'all ready for me to spin again, or y'all have something else to say about it? I'm waiting on y'all. Maybe. Hey Bear, how you doing tonight? I see you, Queen. Bear here showing you love. You looking. Thank you, Bear. I tried. This is a fast put together. I was pressing on time, but I got it together. Bear, what you think about this topic? What you think about this wheel right here? Would you date someone with drastically different political views than you? I think I know you, and I think you'll say no. Would you? The way you be cutting up on I show receipts. While we waiting until you guys engage to say, do you ready for me to spin this wheel again? I do want to shout out. I'm sorry. Bear say, hell no. I know that's right, Bear. I know that's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin this wheel again. I'm gonna go ahead and spin this wheel. But I do want to shout out my boys, the Watson brothers. Go ahead and check out their channel, guys. The name of the channel is I Show Receipts. They come on Saturdays and Sundays, approximately 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. Yes, the comments is moving. I see. I think so. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and spin this wheel again, so we can see what the next topic is. Okay. True or false? Jealousy is always unhealthy. Is this true or false? Oh, no problem, Derek. You know, I'm a ride or die supporter of you guys' channel as well. You guys always shouting my channel out and encouraging individuals to come on over and subscribe, and I owe you that. I can do the same. That's what friends do. Oh, thank you, Mama Watson. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, thank you, Derek. Thank you. Okay, Erlisa says false. She does not believe that jealousy is always unhealthy. Elaborate for me, baby. Tell me why. Explain yourself. Um, let's see what my thoughts are. I I don't think jealousy is always unhealthy either, because if you could just go out there and be willy-nilly, do whatever you want, and your partner is just never jealous or nonchalant, I was starting to question, do you even care about me? I could just go out here and I could just flirt with somebody or do whatever, and you don't have nothing to say. I'm like, do he really like me or something? Shoot, put me in line sometime. Well, although I would never do, I wouldn't do anything that's out of I wouldn't do anything that's out of the way. I'm not a cheater. That's number one. I wouldn't do anything like that. I'm talking about the things that's kind of like um that's in between all of that. I wouldn't. I'm definitely not a cheater. But let's say I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of an example. Kind of hard for me to do right now because I ain't in no relationship. Um, I think it is. Oh, you're gonna have to explain yourself too, Derek. Why do you think jealousy is always unhealthy? Let me know something. A little jealousy is okay. I agree. I agree. Especially when you're looking out for the best thing for your partner. See, what okay, so this is what I think, Lisa, when it comes to that. So I think that when you're connected with your partner, you know your partner won't do anything to harm you. Your partner actually has good intentions for you. They may say something, they may do something that from the surface look like is not good. But if you just sit down and talk with them and see where that what their thought process is about it, and just go from there. Just know that your partner is not supposed to be against you. Your partner is supposed to have good intentions for you. So let's say, okay, let's see. How can you tell between being jealous or being insecure about his or her partner? I would say if it's extreme, if it's something like extreme. Let's say I'm about to give you an example, and I'm gonna combine that question with this one, Derek. Is jealousy a form of insecurity? I say they can overlap each other. It can overlap each other. So let me give you an example. Let's say you and your partner. Okay, let's say this common one. Okay, let's say um your partner has this friend that's always saying some slick shit about your girlfriend or boyfriend. And it's the type of stuff that will make you raise an eyebrow, but it don't feel, I mean, you know, that borderline stuff. So it's the type of stuff that make you raise an eyebrow. You don't know if they talking shit or not about your partner. And your partner sees your friend in I guess a public place, and they smile and they hold a conversation with them and all this other stuff, being friendly with them. Although you told your partner, hey, something ain't right about my friend. She making that, or he making those little slick remarks about you, and they don't have no reason to really be feeling their way about you. Let's just stay your distance from, because like she or he got some type of vendetta against you or something like that. So just let's keep that boundary, okay? And so if you found out that your partner um trying to be friendly and hold a whole conversation with them after you done, advise them to keep that boundary. Now that I will raise an eyebrow too. That I will raise an eyebrow too, because I'm a strong believer of if somebody don't like you, don't force it. Please don't. It's not even much worth trying to make something right. When this person got some type of animosity against you, don't try to smooth it out. Let that shit be. Don't put no extra effort into it. So being that, the partner could say, well, oh, you just jealous, you insecure, you this or you that. No, I'm looking out for you. But if that's the way you're going to accept it, now I'm questioning if me and you should be together. You looking at the shit the wrong way. So here we have well played, Ken. Jealousy seems like an immature emotion. So yeah, because it's based on a lack of understanding or trust. Well, that's the way you look at it. How you know that the partner is looking at this as a resolution? It's not like a lack of trust or understanding. It's not like they may not be trusting you or understanding you. They might not be trusting that other person. And it was like, let's keep these boundaries clear here. Let's keep these boundaries clear. Don't want to mix up the Kool-Aid because that person has already proved that they ain't right. They already proved that. Ain't no use to trying to make it right for what? So yeah, there it's a thin line between jealousy and insecure. It is. I agree with you. New Orleans brass and crew states if jealousy surfaces because it goes against your intuition, there is a problem. Most of the time, it isn't with your partner. I agree. Exactly. Now, question for you, New Orleans brass and crew: when you know the um it's not in regards to your partner, it is with the other person, and you just trying to give your partner a little heads up to keep that damn boundary. Don't give them, don't feed them, let that shit starve, right? Okay. But so it feel like we ready for the next spin, right? What y'all think? Shall we move on? Shall we move on? Yay or nay? I'ma say yay. All right. Let's go. Spin the wheel. Oh, I wasn't trying to go backwards. We ought to talk about that. Damn. I didn't know this one was that close. Who knows in the chat where I'm going with this? Who knows where I'm going with this? So here we are on this spin. Are people just out here eating people's asses? That's what I want to know. What's going on out here in this freaky world? Are people just out here just eating people's asses without commitment, without anything, just wanting to do it? I know. Let's take a look. Let's see. Well played, Ken says, talk about and not let out people run interference. Okay, thank you. This is definitely a wild one. I had to throw a wild card in there, Derek. You know that. You know that. Are people just out here eating eating people asses? Okay. Derek says, I think it's gay, in my opinion, for a woman to do that to a man. Okay, I've heard others say that. I just think it's freaky. I don't think it's gay. Well played, Ken. Do y'all know why I put this in the wheel like this? Let's see, can I share the reason why? I'm gonna show this real quick for you. Welcome, Will. What's up, Will? God is good all the time. I appreciate you from stopping in tonight and come supporting your girl. So let me go ahead and show you guys why I threw this one in here. Let's see if I can hold on. Y'all is gonna laugh at me. Okay. And let me do this. This is why.
A lot of people want to argue for you to prove that you like them. And my thing is like, I didn't ate your whole ass. How much more can I do to prove that I like you? If I if I put my tongue in your ass, how much more can I do for you to know that I actually like you? You think I just go around just eating bitches' asses? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to argue for you to prove that you like them. And my thing is like, I didn't ate your whole ass. How much more can I do to prove that I like you? If I if I put my tongue in your ass, how much more can I do for you to know that I actually like you? You think I just go around just eating bitches' asses? You know what I'm
Okay. So that's the reason why. Did y'all hear what Fredo Bang stated? Were y'all able to hear the video? So Fredo says that people just like to argue. They believe if you ain't arguing, you don't like them. And he's saying he ain't the type of person to argue. That's what he said. He ain't gonna argue with you. He done ate your whole ass. So what else do he have to do to prove that he like you? That's what he trying to say. What else do he have to do to prove that he like you, god dog? You know? So that clip of his interview that he did with Cam, leaving Cam speechless, was too funny to me, baby. I was up like 30 minutes on replay. I thought that shit was too funny. Hey Corey, welcome in. He definitely likes you. Right. That's what I said, Corey. God dang. I mean, who you gonna be doing that to if you don't like them? What's up, Bree with the T? In the comment section. Welcome up. Welcome. Bree, you think people just out here eating people's ass and don't like them? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Is that what people doing out here now? Eating people's ass and don't like them. That's fucked up. That's crazy stuff, huh? So do y'all have any type of comments in regards to that? What y'all think? Y'all just think this? I know Derek said that he think it's gay. That any man that allow a woman would do that is gay. That's what he believes. That's what Derek believes. Um, let's see. It's definitely more common now than ever before. That's correct. Oh, excuse me. Okay, Reese say, yep, people just out here just eating people's asses. They don't give a damn. It's serious out here, huh? Dang. Okay, well, I guess that's about all that I can say about that. I can't talk too much about that up here by myself, huh? Um, there is I was actually surprised at how many women that have told me that they've done it before. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I would say the women who do it, let's see how I want to put it. I guess that's more of a, you know how they say it's like a weed. Some people believe weed is like a gateway drug. Once you get there, you might want to try some other shit. I believe, freaks are freaks. And so they like to try different things. When something else get old, they want to push it to see a little bit more on how that go. How it go, how it is. Well played, Ken. That doesn't mean you like them. Well, yeah, that's what we talking about right now. Let's see. Suzuki made a whole song about it. Yep. I'm trying to see what dude just freaked out. Yeah, but I like a freak. I'm gonna tell you right there. If you ain't freaky, we ain't gonna make it. I know people like say that sex is not everything. That's correct. Sex should not be everything. There's more to the relationship than sex. That's correct. However, for the relationship to be successful, both of the individuals will have to be sexual compatible. They have to be sexual compatible. Read with the T says, is she freaky? All right, you little freak. I second that. I understand it. I understand it. Okay. But yeah, so that's how I'm gonna close out this spin. Is for everybody is own. I do know that to make a relationship successful and satisfying, both persons have to be sexual, you know, sex compatible. Sex compatible. So let's move on. Y'all ready for me to spin this wheel? Because I am. All right, let's see. Go ahead and spin this wheel. All right. True or false? People are more likely to go back to an ex than move on quickly. Is that true or false? Huh? Is it true or false that people are more likely to go back to an ex than move on quickly? Let's see. Yeah. Oh Lord, I'd have started something in this comment section. Go grab your little tea to sip on and relax, read. Talking about licking. Oh Lord. Let's see. False. All right, Reed say this is false. Derek say, that's Reed. What Derek say? Somewhat. Okay. Cover your ears. You see nothing, you hear nothing, you speak nothing. I got you, Corey. It depends on how it ended. Now, I agree with you there, Derek. It depends on how it ended. If the relationship ended non-toxic, I can see where someone would like want to go back to the ex rather than moving on. At least they know something about the ex. They're familiar with the ex. Possibly it was the right person at the wrong time. I do believe in that. Do you guys believe in that? The right person, but the wrong time. Let me know if you believe that. So I believe in that. The person, the right person at the wrong time. And that's why it corresponds with me believing this too. Because, and it's hard to like, after you don't put all that time into that relationship and you know them and you got to go back out there to get to know another one. They might be worse than the one that you was with. They might be worse. Be like, well, damn, me fussing at him about leaving the toilet seat up, it really wasn't that serious. So me fussing at him because every once in a while he don't feel like talking and I want to talk all the time. It really not that serious. You go out, sometimes people don't know what they had until it's gone. So they have to go on out there and see what's out there and be like, this shit whack. I could put up with Latrice's bullshit. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Anybody say that I could put up with Latrice's bullshit. Get rid of one to get another one. Shit. That's toxic, baby. That's toxic. Let's see. They say if the relationship was abusive, either physically or emotionally or both, they're less likely to go back. I would say this. I've even seen people that who were in abusive relationships physically and emotionally, and they still will go back because that's their familiar. They're so traumatized and things, they don't know how it is to be normal. They don't forgot how it was to be themselves, so they got used to the trauma, they got used to the toxic shit, and life is just not the same if it isn't that they don't forgot their worth. Okay. Let's see. I've seen that. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I can see that. But yeah, I believe this is true. I believe this is true. Because sometimes you might be with a person for a while and be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm bored, or whatever. I want to see what else is out there. You go out there and you see it ain't shit out there. And you know the other person and the stuff is not as out of way as what you thought. Okay. So y'all ready for me to spin? Ready for me to move on? Or y'all have something else to say about this topic? Spin it. Yeah, that's right, Derek. They rather stay and suffer than to be alone. And that's sad. When it get to that point, mm-mm. That means they done lost themselves. They done forgot their value. They done forgot who they were. And it's hard to come back there, especially if you've been putting up with that toxic shit for a long time. People forget who they were. Yep, exactly like I can turn until she got tired of that shit. She started beating his ass back and she found her worth again. So I do agree with you guys with that. How people that's traumatized tend to stay in a relationship because it's the familiar. The same way um as Ike and Tina until she really got tired of it and found herself. Okay, so let me go ahead and move on and spin that wheel. Okay. Are people too sensitive today? My answer is yes. What you guys think? Are people too sensitive today? I say yes because people are just so serious. They can't take a joke. And we got all of this. I'm trying to think of well, I've thought about this before, like how society went from when I was growing up, the sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's the way I was brought up. With the sticks and stones um may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I was brought up to be tough skinned. It has to be something really just outrageous for you to get under my skin and get me to want to or get me triggered to whoop your ass. I'm gonna put it that way. It takes a lot. Or something like talking about my family member or somebody that I do care about, then yeah. You can probably get to me that way, maybe. Okay. You see that with politics today and now. Okay. Okay. You sure can. Yes, more men are. Now, this is what I like absolutely New Orleans Brass and Crew. Okay. Yes, that shit is irritating. Yes. Now, my thing about men is back in the day, men wasn't allowed to cry or show their emotions or anything. And then here, when social media and podcasts and all that became popular during the pandemic, I seen more men created a space for men to actually be more vulnerable. And again, there's always extremes. So that was the development of the manosphere or the red pill men or whatever they call it. Derek could probably chime in and let me know what they call it. Is when you have these men, because I believe in supporting your fellow brothers, because I'm gonna support my fellow sisters. That's for sure. My fellow friends, my female friends. So I believe in that. But with anything could be easily from one extreme to the other. So when you have these red pill men and what the women are called. I know the men are called red pill right there. When they're so extreme and just looking at women as property. They don't even respect women. It's just like what the woman can do for me type of men. I think they're called red pill. Let me see. Wish say. Okay. You talking about some of these dudes with these podcasts that constantly, yes, that's what I'm talking about. What are they called? Red pill, blue pill. Okay. So I'm thinking a red pill is supposed to be alpha or whatever they call it. Then the blue pill is supposed to be like a beta male or something. I heard them say those terms. They believe if you're not alpha, red pill, or chauvinist like they are, then you just a wimp or a simp. I do not agree. Because baby, we're all human. We have to respect each other no matter what our genders are. But the way the red pill men put it, like, if you can't do nothing for me and do what I say, then you're worthless or whatever it may be. Let's see. Yeah, like Tony, whatever. I'm not even gonna try to say the last name. He has black women. He hates black women and blames everything on our women. Yep. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. That's crazy. Yeah. No, not for me. And then Cynthia G is the opposite. She blames black men for anything. So how the hell are we supposed to be getting anywhere when we blaming each other? That's what I don't get. That shit make it worse. Placing blame on each other. Okay. First off, I want to know what your intentions are. Are you trying to unite men and women? You want us to become more closer? If that's the case, the way that you're doing it is not going to work, baby. Now, once you build that trust back and you've shown that's your intention, I think reasonable people that don't have narcissistic traits, they'll be able to come out and say what themselves done wrong. When you know that the other person has good intentions and really want to bring it together, I think of the average person would be, okay, well, I can see that I have this or whatever, so I need to work on that if we're going to make this thing work. I think that can happen without bashing each other. What y'all think? Is it possible in 2026? In today's times, is it possible? Or you think the world just has gotten so sensitive with blaming each other and don't know how to take a self accountability? Okay, it is, Queen. Yep. Definitely, definitely too sensitive. Let me pause here for a minute because I think I might have like one more spin left, something like that. So far, guys, for the ones who's been with me from the beginning to now, all of the topics that's came up in the spin, do you think are there any topics so far that you would like to see a full episode on? Let me know in the chat. Any of these topics that stuck with you and you would like to see a full episode, a more thorough review? We had the let's see. New Orleans Brass and Crew says, yes, I'm assuming most of us were angry 90s teenagers. We dealt with shit. Today is always someone else's fault. That's right. It's hard for people to take self accountability. I swear. Everybody thinks somebody out for them. Now that's I see too. Maybe that's why they blaming others and being so sensitive. The society is more like paranoid and anxious, thinking somebody's always watching them and out for them. People out there with bad intentions all the time. Just because you done had one or two bad experiences, the whole world is against you. It's you against the whole world, huh? What y'all think? And again, go ahead and drop in the chat. Let me know if any of the topics that's been covered so far is one that you want to see a full episode on. What y'all think? Okay, while you guys work on that, I'm going to go ahead and spin that wheel. Let's see. Spinning the wheel. All right. When I see that question, that's how I know this is the last spin. So, should a person's love language be a deciding factor if they will be a great partner for you or not? Okay. So, this is the thought process behind this spin. I also watch a popular YouTube channel or show called Pop the Balloon. And on there is always somebody talking about love languages. There's always somebody talking about it or asking about it. And if the person don't like that individual's love language, they'll pop. They'll just pop the balloon. So my thought about love language is how you perceive someone's actions as a statement of love. And most people show love by how they want others to do the same. So in my 43 years, this is the way I worked on it. I would not, first off, let me answer this question and then I'll go deeper into it. Should a person's love language be a deciding factor if they will be a great partner for you or not? My answer to this is no. It should not be a deciding partner. Now, in my 43 years of living, probably like 20 some years of dating, this is the way I look at it as. I always look at how the individual show love. And then I replicate, or I will look at them close and learn them and see what their daily habits are, what they tend to like themselves, and then I will do that. So to me, it's like a back and forth thing. Because what is the summary of it all? They're showing you love. So I am what's the term when you speak multiple languages or understand multiple languages? Multilingual. I'm multilingual when it comes down to love. Okay. My thing that I look for is effort. Whether you show love through gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, or whatever those other ones are, you're showing me effort. And I am accepting of that. The way you show me is how I believe that you understand, and I'm going to show you. Because let's think about this, audience. If someone is a person that show you love through words of affirmation, they're doing it to you because that's what they like. Always keep that in mind. They're not going to do something for you that they don't like. That's rare. It probably happen now. There's always some exceptions out there, true enough. However, if someone do that to you, do those things for you, that's the way they understand how love should be shown. Do you guys agree or disagree with that statement? Do you agree or disagree? Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys, if I burped and you heard it in the mic. I'm drinking this little non-alcoholic wine. Something I got to get used to. Uh, all right. Derek says that he agreed. So Derek, yes. So you agree with me? People show you how they want to be loved or how they understand what love is. Why the action part of love? Yeah, I agree. Is our Lisa still in the chat? You've been quiet, girl. Or have you left me? Lisa. Let's see. Anybody else have anything to say about this one? Let me give you a few seconds. Maybe. Okay. If you guys have anything to say else about it, go ahead and drop it in the chat. If you could. Cause we've made it. We've made it to the end of the topic roulette game. So some of you told the truth and some of you told stories in these comments. But we'll just leave it right there. That's all part of this show, guys. And just like that, the wheel slows down, but the conversations doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with a final reflection here, something you can take away with you. Because just because the conversation ends here, it doesn't mean that you can't continue it in the comments, okay? So here's the final reflection for tonight's episode. At the end of the day, every topic that we touched, every opinion shared, remind us of one thing. One thing. We're all navigating life differently with different experiences, different boundaries, and different truths. Some answers felt easy. Some probably hit a nerve. And some might stay with you a little longer than expected. That's the point. Real conversations don't end when the camera stops rolling. They follow you, they challenge you, and they grow you. So take what resonated and question what different. And most importantly, keep the conversation going. And you guys, don't forget to drop in the chat if any of the topics that was covered tonight that you enjoyed and you want to see a full episode on. So until then, I want you guys to stay raw, unfiltered, and ready for the next conversation. Until next time, guys, you have a good night.
Hurt love is just the pain that I feel. I said it's hurt love. It's just the pain that I feel. I gave you too many years of my life and you played with me cause you had it shook with me. Yeah, you told me that you love me and you always be there. Then you came around and played like you really didn't care. I gave you all of me, my time, my love, my pain and separation. You had to